would you do if you found an extra $50,000 a year in your piggy bank? That's the dilemma, the fortunate dilemma, of one diocese that has had the opportunity to work with John Foucault and his company, Points North. I'm joined today with John from Points North and Kurt Ritter, TIAA-Cref, and we're talking about a really innovative solution to payroll integration for diocesan retirement plans. John, can you tell us a little bit about the process that a diocese would undergo in order to see that kind of savings?
Sure. Once we go through our analysis with the diocese and we talk about whether or not our solution is a fit for them, and once we determine it is and we execute the agreement to provide the product as a service, we then have a defined rollout plan that we use with them. We agree to a on-site meeting with the diocese, at which time my team flies in and we have a discussion and we set a plan to what's going to take place over the next 3 to 4 months. In that plan, we identify the groups of parishes and schools that are going to be rolled out and what stages they're going to be rolled out to the new provider and to our product. And as we do that, we then go to each group individually and we identify what payroll provider that individual parish or school would utilize. And as we do that, we then calm their fears of change, if you will. We acclimate them to what's going to be happening. We assure them that we are going to manage the entire project, and we're going to walk them through the very simple process. The process is one where we work with their individualized payroll provider, and we at Points North have national relationships with all of the payroll providers, as well as the parish administration applications that have payroll modules with them as well. And as we do that, we then obtain their pay data file. It's a very simplistic file that we obtain through their payroll provider, test it through our system, and once we've tested that, we then train that group of, say, 20 individual parishes or schools together on how to use our software, which is basically to upload the payroll file each time they run their payroll process. And then our product goes through the variations of checking for eligibility and notifying the HR person whether or not there's somebody that needs to be enrolled in the plan at this time, as well as providing them various reports within the system. Reports that are related to the Affordable Care Act, for example. Working an average of 20 hours per week, something that they can run to ensure that the individuals that are on their benefit plan are working the 20 hours per week. Or if there are individuals that are working 20 hours per week on average and are not on the benefit plan that need to be enrolled. We have all that type of value add reported within the system as well.
So this is a very comprehensive benefits program. It's not just focused on the retirement plan, but there are lots of other areas of interest as well.
You're exactly correct. It provides that value add to complement benefit plan providers and organizations that do the record keeping, the administration, the asset management, and so forth. Our product is the tie between the individual disparate payroll systems and the ability to consolidate that data into one centralized data warehouse for them to do their analysis, reporting, and so forth with.
Thus supporting reducing fees and expenses to the ultimate participant in the plan itself.
So I guess, I'm just fascinated by this $50,000 for this diocese. And it's not a huge diocese either. It's not, one of the major archdioceses. It's just a small diocese. So tell me exactly, how do you shave $50,000 a year off of costs?
I wasn't aware that we were actually doing that until about 2 years after this diocese. Jefferson, Missouri was using it, Jefferson City, Missouri. And Joe Braddock and I were having breakfast one day at a conference. And I said to Joe, tell me a little bit about how valuable our solution has been to your diocese. And he said, I have to tell you, you're saving us approximately $50,000 per year and have been since the very first year we began to use your software. Through the reduction of fees. Kurt, as you had mentioned, it can be a cost reduction for the benefit plan administrator by streamlining those files coming in to one file versus maybe 86 or 100 files. Those fees and the record keeping fees and so forth can be lowered, and that savings brought back to the diocese to be put back into the individual parishes for greater contributions or diocesan contributions for greater benefit to the employees.
Nice. That's just a beautiful story. I love that when you can save money, make life easier, and hopefully put some money in either in the diocesan piggy bank or in the participant's pocket. So that's just outstanding.
We're very, very pleased, and we've seen other types of savings as well and opportunities. One diocese thanked us that recently signed on with us, thanked us for having an affordable solution for them. And that again allows them to put more money back into the diocese and the employees' hands.
And the nice benefit to that, though, really is they don't have to change payroll providers, and they can still use the multiple different payroll providers and still have that solution or that outcome that reduces those costs.
You're exactly correct. We have found that Organizations or dioceses that have tried to mandate payroll providers will typically have 20% of them not follow the mandate. So you still have those rogue payroll systems to work with. This way, with our solution, they don't have to go through that mandate process. We'll work with whatever payroll provider they have within their internal infrastructure.
And as we talked about in the last segment, it's very much a proven process. I mean, you've got, you know, some major big clients in YMCA and YWCA, so I think dioceses can feel very good about this process. So we really hope that you've enjoyed listening to this conversation today about Points North and their payroll integration solution. I'm really pleased to learn about it myself. And it's kind of funny because as I started earlier today, I was telling everybody, I don't know anything about payroll, but John's been very patient and I've learned a lot and I'm really happy to share it with you. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Mary.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you.